Hey all, Hekal here. I'm from WWF Singapore and I'm one of WWF's educators. And part of my job is also in educating and outreaching to different demographics of people to talk to them and speak to them more about the importance and significance of the conserving and protecting our nature. So the big hairy goal that I have when I join the organization is to help people to develop this mindfulness and consciousness of the impacts of their actions and habits have on nature and on the climate. And at the end of the day, I wanted to see more people converting their eco consciousness into sustainable actions. So I start by raising awareness. I give talks, workshops, and other form of school engagements and events for students from tertiary education all the way to as young as preschoolers. And I believe in developing students' fundamental understanding first before advocating for climate actions. I want them to do it because they want to, not just because they have to. But today, with all the information on social media, nationwide movements, and community initiatives, when I speak to students, I get a sense that they have a basic understanding already and that they are aware of the environmental crisis. Now, one interesting story that I can share is of my relative who told me that her 4-year-old daughter warned her about not using single-use plastics because it contributes to ocean pollution as well as climate change. So that in itself is a good testament that we are doing our job well as educators, and it is a big motivation for me at the very least and for us to continue mentoring them. Now, so for me, it's time for me to move on, to move over to the next phase of my plan, and that is to mobilize people and students to take impactful climate actions. And with the announcement of the SG Green Plan, we are definitely on the right track. There is this school program that we are running for quite some time already. That's called the Schools for Climate Action program, where we work with different schools to review and reduce their school's carbon footprint. And it's a student-led program. Many schools have benefited from this. Some schools have successfully reduced their school carbon footprint, whereas the others, are continuously discovering new ways, new effective ways to integrate sustainability practices in their school. Now, I do face some challenges along the way, but one thing I learned is that when it comes to empowering students, we as educators have to be the enablers. We need to provide them with the right education, the right, make it relatable to real world problems, and then provide them with the resources and the different avenues for them to take action. That, to me, is the key in building their confidence. So if you are an educator like me who is keen to teach environmental education and to influence or to empower students to take climate action, I say first start with finding like-minded educators and teachers around you or within your school community to help you pursue this together. Because I've met many like-minded teachers along the way, and it has been an integral part of my action plan to help transform more schools to be more sustainable.